guys, we are starting this video off. Welcome to the channel for a start. If you're new to my channel, I don't normally start like this, but give me a second. This is the Poppy Crafts die cutting machine that I purchased from Crafts Online for $129, delivered for free because it was over $75 spent. And it's an A4 size die cutting machine, so it is huge, and I've had a good play with it now, and I've got to tell you, I love it. Absolutely love it. That being said, I am not dissing my Spellbinders Platinum 6 because I got in touch with the company and I asked them where I could purchase a new handle from, and they have said that they are going to send me one. So you will still see my Platinum 6. Hopefully sometime in the near future I will receive a new handle, and then I'll be able to continue to use my other die cutting machine as well. So this one is huge. I love it. It's such a good platform. You can cut so many things in one hit. It's great. Now, I was obviously doing a embossing folder, but that's all right. And apparently I didn't edit out me opening a packet of lozenges. Yes, I still have my cough. Can you believe that? I've actually, from this cough, I've now had asthma for a couple of days. So when the air is really humid like it is at the moment, I have issues with my asthma. It drives me nuts. But it's okay. So what I'm doing here is I pulled out my personal trimmer, my Creative Memories one, and I'm just trimming down the embossing folders. I'm essentially creating like a tile with them. So I want the whole piece of the embossing folder, and I want it to look like a tile, essentially. That's what I'm sort of doing. Because I'm using, oh my goodness, I have to tell you guys this. I'm so excited. So for January, so I spent the money that the channel makes, I put back into my supplies, right? So for anyone that's new here, that's why I've monetized my channel. That's why I have a buy me a coffee link, because all that money, it doesn't go into my pocket. It goes into buying more supplies for the channel. Now, I actually, please ignore what's going on the screen at the moment. My camera's having issues focusing because I've got something that's white in front of it and it's having trouble focusing on it. So I apologize for that. Now, what was I going to say? Where was I heading? I squirreled. I always squirrel. Okay, so when I buy supplies, and I'm trying to be more mindful about when I buy new paper pads, so new things that have come out. Now you can see here I've got a few new ones that you briefly saw for a second. This one here is called Coffee Break. It's by a P13 paper pad. And I've said this before, I am a sucker for P13. I love their stuff, and this one is no exception. This is stunning. I was really torn because look at those beautiful flowers on the other side of this paper, but you get two of everything in the paper pack, so I'm okay with it. I'm going to be fine with it. I wanted to create, so this is a photo of my dearly sweet little Bindi. She was the most beautiful dog, and she's been superseded by 4 or 5 dogs now, but yeah, she was Taylor's best friend. She was, before Taylor had siblings, she had Bindi, and yeah, she's gorgeous. And I just saw this photo the other day, and I thought to myself, nah, I think I need to scrap that. So she has, what's hanging around her neck is actually, Taylor had opened a Christmas present, and it was over at my mum and dad's place, and it had a one of those bows that you put on, you know, where you pull the strings and it like shrinks up and the bow forms. So Taylor put it around Bindi's neck, and she thought she was just the duck's nuts. She thought she was unbelievable. So what I'm doing here is I'm dragging my tea dye Distress Oxide colour across the embossing, the where I've embossed on the cardstock, and it gives a kind of faux wood grain look. Now, I absolutely love how that looks. I did decide as I went a little bit further along, I did make the decision that I wanted to make it a little bit darker. I thought the tea would work really well, the tea dye, because it would match better with the words in the background, but I do end up making it a little tiny bit darker. Now, these wood flourishes, I just happened to be in KAISERCRAFT at Morayfield the other day, and they had these wood flourishes and they had them in the checkout bin for like $2. So I grabbed a couple because they were nice big words. Now, I just created my own faux wood panel just by dragging my ink pad. That ink pad is actually walnut stain. I love walnut stain or ground espresso when I'm creating something dark like this. Now, I just put the post-it notes across the bottom of the photo because I forgot, I glued it down and then realised I didn't do the dark on the bottom end of it. See how it makes it look like it's wood grain? Now, the trick to getting the embossing folders, when I was doing that, I actually was only using one edge. I didn't have it down flat. I've seen a few people do this technique and they hold the whole ink pad down flat. If you lift it up and just use the tip, like the top of it, where, holding it like like you're pouring a kettle, you put it down and just drag one side of it, you get a much neater inked embossing section. So yeah, I love that technique, and I don't use it very often. I don't know why, but I love it. So see there, I'm just holding the ink pad so it's just the top part is touching it, not the bottom. I'm not holding it down flat on the surface. And that's how you get that much more even coverage. And don't press too hard. You're just gliding across the top. So I cut that piece in half to extend it so that I got more of a even each side of the photo. This was coming together so quickly. Kel, when you watch this really did come together. I was talking to Kel at the time. That's Kiwi Kel. And everyone say hi to Kiwi Kel. It was her birthday last week. And yeah, I was talking to her while I was doing this layout, and it came together so quick. And I said to her, is that too simple? Like, it just seems like it came together way too quickly. I don't know why. So, but yeah, I loved how it came together in the end. And I love a simple layout. I know I love a clean, simple layout. And not that I do them always, but sometimes simple works. Now, what I'm using here are the new KAISERCRAFT brand, and they're 2mm pigment ink strong coverage waterproof pens. Now, I got to be honest, I should have probably gessoed the front of this wood piece first, but I didn't, because I actually wanted to see how much the pen would soak into it, because it says it's pigment ink, so technically it should be sitting up on top. Once I did one quick layer, the next layer you can see here, it just sat on top beautifully, and it's crisp, it's white. I've gone back to it 2 days later and it's still bright white. It hasn't stained, it hasn't done anything like that. So for the win, KAISERCRAFT pigment ink strong coverage waterproof pens. You get 4 in the pack. You get black, white, and you get a silver and a gold. And they are magic. And relatively mess-free. So for me, sometimes when I do a layout like this, I want to keep it nice and simple. So, you know, and I don't want to get all messy and stuff. Sometimes, like I said, I say this all the time. Sometimes I like to get super messy, and sometimes I just want to play with paper. So, you know, it's just the difference between the two. So I really do like the pens for that. I absolutely love that. Now, I'm going ahead and I'm folding up. I fussy cut these out of the paper pad. So the front and back sheets, when you buy P13 papers, the front page and the back page actually have their cut apart sheets. So you can fussy cut all those elements and use them. So they're fantastic. So I fussy cut those off screen, and I'm just bringing in just a little floral element, just a flourish, I could have gone down a really puppy route with this, but I was just feeling this paper. I just love it. It's gorgeous. So I got mine from Crafts Online, and I think it was $20 for the paper pad. So yeah, it's gorgeous. I know that the P13 papers, they sell out pretty quick, and I know I've bought several different ones, and I absolutely love their papers. They're gorgeous. So now, what else can I tell you about? I will be having a giveaway in February. I know the kids are going back to school, and I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to do it very similar to the last one, where you have to collect. I'll do it over X amount of time, and where you have to collect the words and to go into the draw. And then I'll probably draw them on a Sunday, my time, because last time I did it, and I think it was like a Monday night or something, and I was like, why did I pick that day? That's like crazy busy. I had gymnastics, I had all sorts of things, and I'm trying to make sure I had everybody's name in there by the cutoff time. And yeah, it was crazy. Did that the silly way. So yeah, so I'm going to do that in February, just to give back to the channel, give back to everybody, and make sure that, you know, we're celebrating. I'm hoping by the time we have it, maybe I'll be getting close to 2,000 subscribers, and that would be pretty cool. So I'm thinking late February, maybe it'll be March. I'm not sure, but let's wait and see. Let's see if I can get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, can you please subscribe? That would be amazing. I would just be absolutely beside myself to hit 2,000 subscribers. Like, that just would absolutely blow my mind. It really would. I love it. So, I mean, I love each and every one of you for everything that you give back to me. You are amazing. You guys, the comments and just watching my channel. And I know not everybody likes to comment and leave a comment and all that sort of thing, but the reason we ask you to leave a comment is because it helps our channel get noticed. And the more people comment, and it doesn't, and I say this all the time, it doesn't even need to be a comment, even just an emoji. If you're watching it on your phone or your iPad or something, just leave a smiley face or leave a flower or something like that. And just any old emoji. And yeah, it's fantastic because it just helps the channel get boosted, and it means that when people are looking for scrapbooking content to get inspired by, that my channel pops up for them. And then they can go, well, wow, didn't know that person existed. I'll be honest with you, I actually want to I'm going to put this out to you guys. If you know an Aussie YouTube scrapbook content creator, can you leave their name below? I would love to know how many Aussie scrappers we have that are creating Aussie content. I know a few. I know obviously we've got Alicia Redshaw, she owns Scrapbook Fantasies. Cassandra Tooth, she owns Crazy Craft Obsession. Who else? Mel Walkerton, she's got a channel. Who else has Belinda, somebody, I can't think of her last name now. She's over in WA. She has a YouTube channel. She's fantastic. I'm probably forgetting them all. Like, I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. But, there's the Scrappy Sisters, Jess and Katie. I know they are obviously Inky Quill, the OG. So Adele Toomey. I'm just trying to think of all the YouTubers. I'd love to maybe do an Aussie YouTube get together, sort of, so people, not that everyone gets along with everyone, not everyone likes certain content, but, just be interesting. So, yeah. I think I'm nearly done, guys. I've just added some sprinkly bits, and that is my layout done. So let me know what you think. It's different for me. I don't do a lot of layouts that are like this, but I do enjoy them. They're still pretty. So thank you so much for watching. All the links are in the description below, as well as everything I've used on this layout will be linked up below as well for you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching and listening to me waffle on. And if you know an Aussie YouTuber, pop it in the description below. I'd love it. Thanks so much, guys. Bye for now.